Hey everybody! Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. Thank you for coming back. I don't say that all the time, but like, thank you for coming back if you're coming back. It's going to be a really short video today because I do not have very much. I've had some changes lately. I'm only going to be in one Fabric of the Month club for a little while because I've realized that I have just way too much fabric and I don't have enough room for it. So I need to start using it. So I'm going to be in only one Fabric of the Month club, Grace Notes Fabrics, Fabric of the Month club, obviously, for a little while. I get a 32 count and a 28 count from them, so like, we're good, we're covered. I will have my last BeStitchMe that I just got for March to show you in this video, but otherwise I will only be having one Fabric of the Month club for a little while until I feel like I've used enough of my fabric that I currently have, which will take a long time because I've been collecting for a while. So I know, shock and awe, shock horror, but here we are. Okay, so I have 3 things to show you and my 2 pieces of fabric. So it's going to be pretty short. I know we're like a minute and a half in already. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first thing, which is a finish. And y'all, this is a major finish for me. Major. And if you've been here for a while, you know how much I don't like this piece. I love the piece, but stitching it was just awful. Terrible. I hated it. I hated stitching it. I think it was the fabric. I don't know. I mean, it got easier. It got easier as I worked on it. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my hair today. I need to probably put it up because I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up because I'm gonna mess with it the whole entire time if I don't put it up. So, okay, so anyway, back to the piece. It got easier to stitch on it. I haven't even said what it is yet, but if you're not new here, you probably already know. I think I showed it last time too, right? But if this is your first video, you wouldn't know what last time looked like. Anyway, got easier to work on as I went, but still probably never doing any more of these again. Anyway, this is, I don't need to show this to you because I finished it. But it is the Queen Bee Flower Farm from Hands On Design. I did not do this part. I had originally planned on doing this part. Not happening. It's just not happening. I can't be bothered. I didn't like stitching this so much that I'm not gonna do the other part of it. Again, love the pattern, think it's very cute. Did not enjoy actually stitching it. So, it took me 5 years, but I'm here, I did it, I can say I finished it, and here it is. Yeah, it's done, it is finished. It took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to just do this little bit, and honestly, it took me 4 years, 4 years basically to do this part. And then another year to do this part. And then I finished the rest of it in not too long. It did not take me that long to finish it from when I actually started working on it. So, I don't know. It didn't take me very long. If I had just committed, it wouldn't have taken me very long, but I did not commit. I did not commit. I did not like stitching on it. It's really cute, but, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how I'm going to finish, if I'm going to finish it. It's not, I'm not going to say it's not really something I'd hang in my house. It's definitely something I could see hanging in my house, but the black fabric, I don't know. Oh, and I mentioned this last time, but I'm going to mention it again. I did the truck in a different color than it called for. It's called for a blue kind of color, and when I kitted this pattern up, they didn't have that color. when I was in my LNS. So I got a different color. And in all the time that I've been working on this, I could have gone back and got the real, like, the actual color, but I didn't. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to stick with the silvery color that I have, like the gray silver color, and I really like it. I think the truck looks really good in, like, the silvery kind of color, and I have no problem with it. That color shows up in other small places, like very, very tiny, like you can barely tell that it's that color. I'm sure if it was the blue, you might be able to tell a little bit better, but I'm not super worried because mostly it's just in the truck. Like, that's the main part. That's the main part that has that color in it. And weirdly enough, let me see if I can pull this up. So, charted, hold on, I don't know how I'm going to do this. In the chart, these lines on the window are in the chart. Like, they show up on the chart, just so you know there's, like, the windows, it's glass. Granted, you could not do them and it could be like the windows rolled down, whatever. And I say that because on the stitched piece, there are no lines. And she doesn't even mention it, like, where she talks about all of the backstitching pieces, because there are a couple of different places where you have to do, like, backstitch or a smear and across or whatever. But, and she tells you, like, what color to use in all of those, but then this one, there's no mention of it at all, of, like, the window. So I just did it in white, or whatever the white color was that I used. It's white. I just did it in white, and I think it looks fine. So I'm not sure what color it was supposed to be in. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in white, because when you think about, like, the sun glaring off of a window, like, the lightest color is usually what you think of. So that's what I did. So yeah, it's done. It is finished. And I have all of this fabric left that I'm going to do probably nothing with. I'm going to cut it, and I might take it to my stitching group, one of them or all of them, and see if somebody wants it, like the extra, because I'm never going to use it. I already know I'm never going to use it. It's not terrible to work on, but I don't like working on a solid, I don't know, I'm not like a solid color. Now that I've been working on, like, other fabrics that have modeling and stuff, solid is not for me. I could have done this on, like, a dark mottled color, and I probably would have liked it better. But here we are. So that's that. Done. Completed. Super happy. Super happy that's done. And because I finished that, I decided, you know what? Well, I didn't decide. I spun the wheel because I finished, and it pulled up. Oh, here's the comparison photo. I'm going to let this sit for a minute so that you can actually see the comparison, because I don't want to just, like, pull this pattern up and it's okay, that's been enough time for sure. Okay, so then I spun the wheel and it decided to choose Summer Quakers by Rosewood Manor. We know I have an obsession. We don't need to talk about it. I think I have one more planned to start this year. I have a bajillion other charts by them, but I have one more planned to start this year. But this is the one that it spun. So I pulled up. Oh, and then the name of that fabric, I don't think I know it. I don't know. I don't know if I know I don't know it off the top of my head. And I don't have a card or anything that says what it is. So I don't know if I actually know what it is. If I know, it'll be down below. But I'm almost sure that I don't know what it is. Anyway, for Summer Quakers, here is where I got to. So the goal for this one was to finish a page, and as you can probably tell, I did finish a page. So that is one page done. I'm doing this on Swiss Mocha. This is a 32 count linen. I have a whole half of this fabric, so this will fit very easily because it'll fit on a quarter. So I'll have a lot left when this is done. But that's where it is. So I finished my goal. Another weird thing that's I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this, but okay. Look at this motif, this little motif right here. Do you see the colors in there? It's like orange and stuff like that. Okay, you see that, right? That's that. And it's charted with like the pinks and the purples and stuff. But on the front cover, it looks like it's like the same colors as this one, which are totally, completely different colors. And it's charted though, like this one. So I don't know. And I looked it up. I looked up to see if there was like a mistake or something like that. There are other mistakes, but that's not one of them, apparently. So I don't know. I did it, and I looked up a bunch of other pictures of people who had finished it, because I'm in the Facebook group for Rosewood Manor, and like everybody else had done it this way, but the picture doesn't look like that, so I don't know. Very weird. Weird things are happening with charts and pictures and patterns, but unless my eyes are completely lying to me, I have no idea. But that's that. Done for now. So this one will go away because I've hit my goal, and I spun the wheel again. I don't have a comparison photo for this one because it is new, so there will be nothing. I am doing this in the called for flosses, the Valdanis, as well. So, and then there's one DMC. It's 310 is the DMC. So I'm also doing it in that. Okay, and then it spun the wheel again, and I got another new start, which was the Blue Flowers Quilting Bee. So I think the Stitchketeers did this last year. They might have done it the year before. They've done this already, and here I am, finally catching up. I loved it when they were working on it, and Jantina's version of it was really pretty. She converted the flosses, and I thought it was beautiful, but I'm using all the called fors, so here we are. I did a lot of kitting up last year, as we all know. I kitted up a lot of projects, and most of them I kitted up with the called for flosses, so I'm basically using them. I realized that I didn't have one color though, and it was a color that I didn't have like a dupe for, another option. I could have used the DMC, but I like that all of them are variegated, and then I didn't want to have like one not variegated because they're all called for variegated. Anyway, here is where I am. So I'm doing this on Peanut by BeStitchMe. It was a fabric of the month. I don't know when, but it was. So I've done a lot. I started this a couple days ago. It's really, really quick. It's a really quick stitch though. And any of the blank spaces are the color that I don't have. Like this, most of this motif is that color. A lot of this motif is that color. Because basically this motif will look like this motif once I have that color. And then this one has that color in it. Their whole border, there's a one stitch border around the whole entire thing. That's also that color. So I'm waiting. I ordered it. I'm just waiting for it to come. I ordered 2 skeins. I know it says, it only says 1 for all of these, but I didn't realize they did it on 40 count with 1 strand. And I'm doing this on 32 count with 2 strands. So I might need to get more of some of the colors. That's fine. I'll just go to my LNS if I end up needing more. Because I don't want to have to wait for, I knew I could wait for the one color because I have all of the other colors to go with, but that's where I am. It'll only be not much bigger than this. I mean, this is the whole length, so it won't be any longer than that. The height is only going to be, I mean, this motif is this motif right here. So I only have a little bit, so it's not going to be much longer than like that. It's pretty small. It's considered a medium, So because it's considered a medium, and we know that my goals this year is anything medium and smaller, it's just stitch to finish. So I'm going to stitch this until I'm finished. Hopefully this will be finished before my next video and I'll have more than just this to show. It should be. It's, like I said, small. So, I mean, small to me. So, we'll see. I don't want to have just one thing to show in my next video, but it might end up being like that. We'll see, we'll see. I usually am pretty good. I usually have more than one thing to show in my videos. Sometimes it's only two, but two is more than one. And then again, no comparison photo. What did I do with the bag? Oh, I didn't bring a bag. No comparison photo because it's a new project. So only one comparison photo for me to have to worry about this time. And no, I don't need to add any, like, photos, cover photos, because I've shown them all. Anyway, okay, so my fabric of the month, again, this is my last fabric of the month from BeStitchMe for a little while, because I have too much fabric. And I finally came to that realization and was like, you need to stop, because I have fabric now just, like, out in bags, because I can't fit them inside of my drawers. So here we are. So I was in the color and the neutral club. I got 32 count linen for both. So the color this month was called Jellyfish Fields, or for March, it's called Jellyfish Fields. And it's not going to come up correctly. It looks like, oh, actually, I was going to say, it looks like it's my, like the same color as my shirt. It's pretty close to the same color as my shirt. There's a couple of more green hues, which you can kind of see in here. You can see kind of the, like, more green hues of things. But it is a very, like, seafoamy kind of color. It's really pretty. It is a very pretty color. Yeah, you can see some of those, like, limey green kind of bits in there. This is not my favorite of the two, though. I like the neutral the best this month, which, I mean, I do regularly like the neutral, but this month's is really cool. I don't know, I really like this one. It's called Ledger, and it is, again, it is a 32 count linen. And we all know why I like this one, because it's got two different colors, which I love. I mean, yes, this one had two different colors too, but, like, this one is very, they're very easily separatable. They're very easy to separate. Like, you can tell that is a definitely different color than that. Like, very different. I love this. I think this is such a cool, old-looking piece of I love it. I love that this is, like, old. Obviously, it's called Ledger. Like, it's supposed to look kind of old. I love that. I love a grungy, old-looking, dirty type of fabric. That's my style. I love dirty-looking fabrics. Just put some mud on it, and we'll be good. But anyway, that is that. Those are all of the things that I have to show. 18 minutes. It's probably closer to, like, it'll probably be closer to 20. But 20's not bad. It's a pretty quick video. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to go walk the dog. It's so nice here. Like I mentioned, only one Fabric of the Month club. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go walk the dog. It's really nice out. It's like 80-something degrees outside today, so here we are getting into the warmer weather. Thank goodness. I don't have to go up and blanket the horse all the time. Whoo-wee! The donkey's loving life. She's got all her fly gear on. The flies aren't super out yet, but she has... It's going to be longer than 20 minutes now because I am talking because that's what I do. The donkey has... I know. Should just call her Waffles, shouldn't I? I just always call her the donkey because I talk about the horse and the donkey. Anyway, she has, it's called rain rot. I know, TMI probably for a lot of you, but it's called rain rot, and basically it's like kind of a fungus that they get from being in too much rain. And she doesn't have it anywhere but on her ears. Because I can't cover her ears from the rain. Like, I don't have I don't know. That part doesn't matter. But she's got this stuff on her ears, and basically the flies will destroy her ears because of this, because they'll go after it, and she'll probably be gross. So I got her a new fly mask. I don't know if I have a picture. I should take a picture and include it in the next video. Yeah, I don't have a picture. But I got her new fly mask because last year she had a fly mask that just covered her face. But this year I special ordered her a new fly mask that has ears because my horse has one that has ears. And they sell those in tack shops because most people that go to a tack shop have a horse. Most people that go to a tack shop do not have a donkey. So they don't sell donkey masks because you have to get a special one that has like huge ears because donkeys have obviously very large ears. So I had to special order her one that has, I think the ears are 11 or 13 inches, whereas like my horse's one, the ears are like 4 or 5 inches. Like, it's short for a normal sized ear. And then the donkey ones, like the ear is probably two times the size of the face. I'll include pictures. But she also has her fly boots on. She is totally prepared for the flies when they start arriving. The horse has her fly mask on, but that's all she needs. She doesn't need any other fly gear. She doesn't get attacked as much as the donkey. And I actually recently learned why I should just stop. Is anybody interested? I'm going to say it. If you're not interested in any of this stuff, like, bye. I'll see you next time. And it won't be much longer. But I recently learned why donkeys get bitten by flies so much worse, like especially on their legs and stuff, than horses do. And it's very interesting because if you have any knowledge of horses, you know that when a fly like lands on their skin, we can't do this, but a horse can like move that part of their skin. So like if a fly lands here, they can like twitch their skin. The horse can like twitch their skin and then the fly flies away because they've just basically like moved, right? So the fly is like, oh, and they fly away. Well, so horses can twitch their skin like in a specific location. They can twitch specific locations of their skin. Donkeys can't do that. Donkeys can't twitch. They're like us. They can't just like twitch their skin. Like we can't, unless you're they've got some weird medical condition that you can twitch your skin. Like we can't twitch our skin. Like I couldn't, if a fly lands here, I can't just twitch this part of my body and it will fly away. Like I have to move my whole entire arm, right? The horses don't necessarily need to do that. They can just twitch and it'll fly away. Donkeys can't do that, so when the flies land on their legs, they either have to stomp or they just let them tear their legs up, which is what my donkey tends to do. So I have to put fly boots on her legs so that the flies they can't reach her legs. There's a barrier, basically, because it's a boot. It goes around her leg. And then same with the fly masks. The flies can't get to their face because there's a mask basically on their face. It's a mesh. It's like a mesh mask, so they can still see through it. It's like looking through a screen on a window. Basically the same thing. Anyway, that's more the information than you need, but that's what's happening, and I will take a picture next time, or for the next video, of her in her cute fly gear. I have her picture in another video of her, I think, of her fly gear from last year. The only update to it is her updated fly mask. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I've rambled about donkeys and horses and all the things. He's down here. You can't see him. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there he is. Can't see his head. You can just see his body. But he's down there. He's living life. We're going to go on a walk. So I will talk to y'all in 2 weeks. Yeah, have a good one.